This is Valeria Bautista interviewing Melissa Bruno for my new student experience class. It is March 4th, and we are going to get started. Okay, so what's your full name and title?
Melissa Bruno, medical assistant.
Okay, and then where exactly do you work at?
I work at a doctor's office for internal medicine.
Okay, and then have you always worked as the internal medicine? Are you like a director or like?
No, I run patients and do paperwork, pretty much, labs, x-rays.
And then how long have you worked in that?
I've worked there for 15 years.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
And then what did you have to study in order to get where you are now?
I had to study medical assistant, and you have to pass the RMA.
And then where have you studied?
Currently at Valencia College.
Oh, okay. This is what it's for?
Yep.
Yeah. And then how did you know what mostly interested you as far as like your area of study?
I've always liked to help people.
Help people?
Being a nurse, you help a lot.
And then so you enjoy what you do?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then what's your major in college?
I'm going to major in nursing.
Okay. And then do you think you're ever going to change your major or you're just pretty much going to stick with it?
No, I'm pretty much there.
And then do you mostly work in a team or is it independently?
Well, I mean, we have coworkers, so we always, teamwork is always best, but we have our individual jobs that we have to make sure we do.
Mm-hmm. And then were you involved in any other programs or internships, stuff like that?
No.
No? And then is there anything you like least about your job?
It's stressful. They're sick.
Yeah.
So it's tough sometimes, but you gotta get through it.
How do you manage that stress? You don't.
Take a deep breath, that's it.
Uh-huh. And then, so like you said, you didn't have any scholarships, any help like that?
No.
And then, would you describe yourself as responsible, intellectual, and positive?
Yes, of course.
Mm-hmm. And then, what would you recommend to someone studying for your career that no one ever told you?
Well, I always know that it's easier when you're in the real world doing it because, learning from a book is not the same when you're in the field, and that's how I learned mainly. He took me under his wing, and the doctor showed me pretty much what I know.
Did you volunteer anywhere, or no, nothing like that?
I started there as, receptionist.
Oh, you slowly went up like that?
Little by little, yeah.
Okay. And then, why did you choose the doctor's office you work at?
Actually, the doctor, I've known him before I worked there, and he was, a very nice guy to work for, so that's why I'm there.
Okay. And then you said it was stressful. That question got out of the way. And then could you briefly describe a typical day at work?
All right, a typical day, clock in about 8:30. Go in, check faxes, send the faxes over to the doctor, start answering phones, ruin some patients. And, that's about it.
Mm-hmm. And then how much time do you devote to your career?
About 37 hours a week.
Okay. And then, in your specific doctor's office, what qualifications stand out in a new hire?
Somebody responsible, of course. Knowledgeable. Experience is always great.
Mm-hmm.
But, most of all, somebody friendly that can deal with people that aren't feeling good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then, are you eligible for any other jobs with your degree that you're pursuing, basically?
Yeah, I mean, eventually I would like to go work in the hospital, do labor and delivery.
Oh, okay.
Down the road.
And then, if you could do things all over again, what would you do differently?
Go to school right out of high school. Because it's harder as you get older. Going to college with a family is not easy.
Yeah, but you're there. And then, have you made any sacrifices? And if so, what are they?
Well, the stress is a sacrifice, but I pretty much think you have stress everywhere. But you gotta love what you do, and that's what it comes down to.
So you would say they were worth it?
Absolutely.
And that's pretty much all I have. It's pretty quick.
Too easy.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.